Do you need it? No. Can you go into a battle with just dessert? No. What happens when there's when you take Red Bull? It has you on a high, but you know you're about to what? Crash. That's what it is in Crump. If you come into the zone with just dessert, a person that's had a full course meal is going to outdo you all day long. Okay? Understand that if you didn't learn shit from me today, please understand that you can send that to the masses. Crump is definitely based on originality. It's based on feeling. That's what it is. You cannot fake Crump. It has to be embedded in you. That's why I tell anyone that comes to take my class and they're like, can I do privates? For what? Why do you want to have a private with me? So you can suck my energy? Absolutely not. You can come to a Crump session so you can vibe, so you can feel it. That's how you learn Crump. Having a private with me is no different than somebody teaching you tap privately, right? It's a very big difference when you're out and you're seeing how enraged people are and they're jumping off cars and people are just going crazy in the music and in the streets. You're like, yo, I feel this. Those of you that are Christians understand when you catch the Holy Ghost or something like that, your body is taken over by another type of, that's what Crump is. It feels just like that. Oh my God. I hate when I teach and people go, can you get off for us? I don't know if I can because I honestly don't know if I'm feeling it and I'm not going to fake it. Do you understand what I'm saying? I can definitely pick up in a room if like, yo, I feel like I can get off right now. It's just, energy is amazing. That's when your greatest freestyle comes out. When the energy in the room, when these mirrors in here are foggy as shit, when you're sweating, when you don't give a damn, that's when your greatness comes out. And that's why I stress to a lot of dancers to not depend on the mirror and to not depend on these 8 counts. Depend on this. Because if you're not feeling what you're doing, then walk away. A lot of people come in the dance world because they want to book a job. Really? Then you're not a dancer. You're an employee. I'm a dancer. I dance in the car. Do y'all do that? Like, and then somebody look at you that's driving by you and you try to pretend like you're like, have you ever done that? Or you walking down the street, used to, like, when I used to ride the bus, I used to be at the bus stop just getting it in, and I'm like, why is everybody staring at me? But, like, you just felt like doing that at that very moment in time. And that's what the biggest thing a lot of dancers don't understand is this shit is heartfelt. This shit that I do is heartfelt. I had the opportunity to get accepted into Cal State Long Beach. I went there for 6 months and I got accepted to A-League and I left. Went to A-League, dislocated my knee, got out of that, and I start training dumb hard, like just back on strengthening my body, because after you screw your knees up, it's a wrap. Like, you got to really build that back up. And in the midst of all that, when I was 19 years old, my mother's a school teacher. She got me a job at her school teaching dance. And one of my students came to me and was like, Miss Gardner, I don't want to take your ballet class anymore because I found this stuff that these kids are doing at a motorcycle club, and they're wearing paint on their face, and I think I want to do that. And this is coming from a boy. And because I was really concerned, he was one of my strongest students, I followed him. And there is where I met Tie-Dyes, and there is where I met Miho. And although I'm being the concerned teacher, like making sure that he's not getting involved in like drugs or some crazy stuff, I walk in there, and the lady's like, you're up next. And I'm like, yo, I'm not even auditioning though. Like, I'm just coming to check on a student. And my first battle ever was Tie-Dyes. Oh my God. And a lot of people don't know, like, I had never seen clown dancing before. Like, I was technical since her age. I've been dancing since this. So to get out there, I'm very good at whatever you do, I'm going to do it. I'm very good at that. Like, if I see you pop, I'm going to imitate you and probably hit it just as hard as you. If I see you lock, I'm going to imitate you. You know what I'm saying? So Tie-Dyes dance, and I just watched him. That's, you know, when the Harlem Shaking shit was out and booty bouncing and the butterfly and all of that. And I battled him, and I got in, and I became the team captain. And I have not stopped crumping from that day. That was September 19th, 1999. I have not stopped. And it wasn't even crump then. It was just clown dancing. I have never taken a break. I danced till December 8th, 2008. She was born December 13th, 2008. I have never stopped. I had a stroke after I had her, and I still dance. I had to learn how to talk all over again, and I still dance. This shit is my life. It is my life. And if you're going to step into that world, make it your own. Like, there's nothing. I love that. I love that you kiss parts that don't matter in life, but that's cool. You like my hand? You like my nails? Thank you. So, I mean, I'm saying all this to tell you that try to achieve the impossible, because everything is possible. Like, I read this book called Conversation with God by Neil Walsh, and that book will make you feel like you are a fucking, like you are just, like, immortal. Like, you just feel like God, you just feel so, like you can just do whatever you want to do. Like, at the end of the day, I don't know how many of you in here believe in God, but I do. And I feel like if we are created in His image, you have the ability to create at all times. And when you channel that energy, it's a wrap. No one can tell you anything. So with that being said, that's a little information about me. Other things that you may know, I danced for Madonna for about 4 years of my life. And that was another amazing experience to be around an icon so great, who is totally looked at as a whore beyond whores in Hollywood. But she is amazing. And she's gotten me to this level where I'm at now. And she helped me reach my peak. A lot of people think that she's just this, she glorifies the, homosexuality and things like that, which is true, but in the same essence, that woman is filled with leadership. And that rubbed off all over me on tour. And that's what made me bow out gracefully from the crump world as a competitor and walk into this realm as to get to you in here and in here now. It's one thing to be in shock and awe of me just dancing, but to be in shock and awe of the things that I've embodied in my journeys to get here is another. Yeah? So if you have any questions, I'm available. My toes are pink and green. I'm not an AKA. No, I'm just playing. Any questions?
Yes. So how do you find out when the crump sessions are?
Crump sessions are very underground. There's one every Wednesday night across the street from my house on Magnolia and Vineland. Starts at 10:30 at night. It ends when the cops break it up. It's in a parking lot of Rouse. It's like you can walk there for millennia. And there's another one on Tuesdays, which is the Impact Session, which is by Solo and Crush out in Orange County. And then there's another one on Monday nights in LA at like a kind of, I don't want to call it a group home, but it's kind of like a high school for kids that are challenged. Let's just keep it at that. But that one starts, I think, like at 8 and it's over like at 11 at night. Yeah. You always look on Facebook too.